Is that really true?
Kokichi was just messing with you. I never once said he was the mastermind.
You certainly did not.
Then it was all Kokichi's lie?
Does that surprise you?
Yeah, that is what that would mean.
That is what that would mean, dumbass.
With the key from the last motive, he was the first to learn the truth of the outside world.
True.
Based on his deductions, he fabricated a lie to make you all think he was the mastermind.
I see. Kokichi's own deductions.
His deductions got a lot of details right, though. Pretty impressive, honestly.
Really?
But what about the Exosols? If Kokichi wasn't the mastermind, how'd he control them so easily?
He just used Mew's remote control, right?
So the remote that Kokichi was using was made by Mew?
Oh, you didn't know?
No, it was made by Kaede. Dummy.
Mew not only invented the electro bomb and the electro hammer, she also made a remote control that can hijack any electronic device. Kokichi just slapped a receiver on each of the exosols and took them for a spin.
Hey, isn't it a bit unfair to tell them all that?
Fairness has nothing to do with it. I offered up that info purely out of spite. Spite towards you for trying to usurp the mastermind's role and take over the game.
Well, whatever. It's way more interesting to defeat an enemy who plays dirty anyway.
What's going on? It seems like they're actually fighting.
There's no doubt about it. Kokichi isn't the mastermind.
Were we just being dragged around by Kokichi's lies the whole time?
So maybe we did kill the mastermind back in chapter 1. Ugh.
What were you trying to accomplish by pretending to be the mastermind, Kokichi? Now you're gonna be all quiet? This is so frustrating.
Then if he's not the mastermind, who is?
Why are you so certain there's even a mastermind to begin with?
What?
What do you mean?
Why, that's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
But I wanna know.
Nye, nye, nye. The real mastermind is not Kokichi. Who could it be? I was thinking it was Junko Enoshima, but that can't be it. She's dead! We've never come into contact with her. If so, who's done this? Who planned this killing game?
Anyway, this conversation has flown off the rails. Let's get things back on track.
Oh god.
This class trial is to figure out who the culprit is, not the mastermind.
You're distracting!
So, yeah, get to talking.
I agree. Before we worry about who the mastermind is or what my intent is, let's figure out the culprit!
You just told me it was impossible.
But Monokuma doesn't know who it is. How is he supposed to confirm the results?
We don't need to worry about that. Let's just leave the decision-making to Monokuma. But you gotta run the class trial too, so no mistakes, okay?
Are you trying to get me to do something?
I think he is.
You've been watching us solve all these cases, but you can't be a spectator anymore. You're gonna participate in the class trial from here on out.
Oh, snap.
So, let's resume this class trial. Monokuma, you gotta use your brain too. This will be the final class trial. Me versus Monokuma.
That's a quick clock.
You versus Monokuma?
When I play a game, I intend to win. But what's considered winning in this game? Beating the other players? No. Beating the game's mastermind is the true deal. And that's how I'll win! That's why I decided to challenge Monokuma! If I can deceive Monokuma till the very end, then I'll be the winner!
You're dragging us around like this? Just so you can win a game?
He loves to win his games.
As I suspected, your thought process defies all logic.
But since the outside world is in total ruin, this game is the only entertainment we have. At least I can enjoy this game to the fullest and feel good winning.
You really are a remnant of despair. Your way of thinking is just chaotic.
Remnant of despair. Whatevs. Let's just get this started. If the students or Monokuma don't know who the culprit is, then I'm the winner.
Don't underestimate me, or Shuichi and the others, for that matter. It's just like a remnant of despair to try to assume control of the game. But these kids are all that's left of Hope's Peak Academy.
So you say.
If you think they're gonna make this easy for you, you better think again.
Are you actually on our side for once?
Whose side are you taking here?
Side? Isn't it obvious? Monokuma joins your party.
What?
Who invited you?
He joined Cha Party.
Now, let's join forces and unravel the truth behind this case.
Okay. Sounds good.
Well, we were going to do it anyway.
What the hell ever.
Let's just ignore Monokuma. His actions are always beyond comprehension.
Yeah, let's just focus on the case.
Hey, be quiet so we can ignore you.
Now, where should we start? We've already established what Kokichi is after.
Ending the killing game.
He's just gonna keep talking anyway, isn't he?
In my experience, whenever you learn a new fact, you learn something else along with it.
Yes, let's look for that.
Indeed.
You warmed up to him real fast. I guess you are both robots.
Robophone! Robophone! Robophone. So another truth comes out. That piece of evidence makes more sense now. The evidence that I couldn't wrap my head around. Oh gosh. I have almost no idea what to use here. Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is. What evidence needs to be analyzed again? Damn it!
I was wrong!
Wow. Yeah, I'm officially just guessing here. Because I have no idea what he's looking for.
Oh no!
This is it!
There it is. Okay.
Let's discuss the video of Kaito being crushed by the hydraulic press.
Let's.
Kokichi said that he filmed that video to prove he was not the victim. But we know that Kokichi was trying to mislead Monokuma. So what about the video? It's pretty strange to present evidence that condemns you after all.
Then what kind of mistake was Kokichi trying to get me to make?
Maybe he crushed Kaito with a hydraulic press, so the cause of death would be unknown?
But if that were the only objective, there would be no need to film it. Discovering the crushed body would have been enough. No need to show us the film.
That's what I thought it meant originally.
That's true.
I guess you're starting to fit in after all. If you get any cuter, I'm gonna hug you.
Ew.
Huh? Really?
There must be a reason you went out of your way to show us the body being crushed.
No reason, really. That's just my twisted personality.
You're lying again, Kokichi. There's a method to your madness. If you wanted Monokuma to make a mistake, then showing us the video must have something to do with trying to fool him. Taking the video of the murder but keeping the victim's identity hidden. What does it show? What doesn't it show? Doesn't show the victim. Give me a T, darn you. Thank you.
I see now.
Pretty obvious. Next question.
The victim.
Huh?
Is it even possible? No, that's a question for later. For now, we know that...
If you show the moment of Kaito's death, of course it would lead us to believe he died. Even if we can't positively identify the body, we would still believe Kaito was the victim.
Oh, I think I was right.
That might be exactly the mistake Kokichi was going for.
Does that mean the victims were switched?
Switched? Then it was some other dead body that got crushed by the hydraulic press?
What?
Where would he even get another body?
There should be plenty to choose from if you reuse the body of a former victim.
If there was an unknown body, then we could guess the victim was switched. But too bad! Switching the victims was impossible.
Was it? See?
The footage showed the body being crushed.
Did you see that? There was a hesitation there. There was a pause. There was a stop. What caused the press to stop?
When in the footage would they have been able to switch the victim? And we already established that the footage was not doctored in any way.
It didn't have to be doctored.
The camera doesn't have any editing functions. Just play, record, and pause. Monokuma also said that no computer was used to edit the footage. Remember?
Who needs a computer?
Damn it! Me and my big mouth!
Which means switching out the victim would not be possible. Also, if the victim was switched, then that would mean Kaito is still alive.
Wouldn't it, though?
We already discussed this so many times. The chance of that happening is impossible.
It might be possible.
Huh?
There could be a trick to make the switch possible. We just haven't noticed it yet.
Oh, and what trick is that?
I'll tell you.
See? You don't know, do you? I already said it's impossible.
Maki's not wrong. There is a way it could be done.
Yes.
So we can't just give up here.
Hey, Shuichi. I'll think harder about this as well. So, can you confirm whether or not the victims switch places? If Kaito is alive or not?
You really care about him, don't you? Wow.
Maki.
I don't like the thought that I killed Kaito. I don't want that.
Okay then. Let's talk about the possibility that Makiro mentioned.
Kimiko, if you call her that again...
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. Then let's all talk it over together.
Together.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Jeez, you guys are a stubborn bunch. There's no trick.
That's probably another lie.
However, if the victims were switched, then that would mean the footage was altered. How could it have been altered when we know that the footage wasn't edited?
If we could figure that out, maybe we'd know how they switched places.
I knew there was a trick to that video the whole time.
Sure you did.
Kokichi made it, so it's 100% suspicious.
A trick to that video. And there. What could it be? What's suspicious about it?
There must be some trick to that video.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
There is no trick. You can check, but there's no editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
The person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press stopped for a brief moment.
Could it be that the video was shot at another location?
Any other bright ideas?
Her hat blocked my shot.
Come on, everybody, speak up!
I feel like someone said something that gives us a clue. If we put our heads together, we can find a hope. We won't fall into despair.
There must be.
So don't you think?
The person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic
No, I forgot I have to agree. Will you shut up?
Something seemed off. When the hydraulic
I agree. Kibo is onto something. Isn't it weird that the hydraulic press stopped for a second? Because when Kibo and I first investigated that hydraulic press,
It didn't stop.
Yes, that's right. The hydraulic press kept lowering itself without stopping.
but in the video,
The hydraulic press stopped briefly, right before it crushed the body?
But why would it stop?
Why did the press stop? There's only one reason I can think of. Tetris time! Yes, I know the question. Thanks. Well, it wasn't the egg Cecil. It wasn't the opener of the door. So it has to be you. Wonderful you. It had to be you. Really?
I see it! The only way to stop the hydraulic press is the force stop button.
Uh-huh.
An electro bomb went off in the hangar, which would have interfered with the safety function. There'd be no way to stop the hydraulic press unless someone used the force stop button.
When you say someone, you mean Kokichi, right? He was the only one there.
Actually, maybe I pressed it by accident. I don't really remember.
Shut up.
So what of it? The press only stopped for like a sec. You can't switch the victim in such a short time, can you?
That's true.
There's also the question of how the bodies got switched while the camera was rolling. That would have clearly been caught on camera.
While the camera was rolling.
Oh, I see. It wasn't just the press that stopped.
Uh-huh.
Huh? Huh? What do you mean?
I'll tell you.
If you stop something else at the same time you stop the hydraulic press,
Yes. I see it now. That's how the bodies were switched. If you stopped that, you could have swapped the bodies easily. Do you guys know what it is? I know what it is. It's pretty obvious. But it's okay if you weren't paying attention. Because this game tries to distract your attention quite a bit.
I see it!
It's sitting right there.
Stop the video camera at the same time as the hydraulic press. Then, while the camera was off, they switched the body under the hydraulic press.
Uh-huh.
After the body was swapped, the press and the camera were started simultaneously. So it just looks like the press stopped for a moment.
That's what I've been saying this whole time!
When did you ever say that?
So they stopped at the same time. The camera position did seem odd to me. But now I get it. The trick wouldn't work unless it was set up there.
Huh? Why?
To get the trick we just described to work, the camera had to be set up precisely.
Let's pin that down. Where was the camera set up? Well, that's easy. It had to be right here.
There!
Duh.
video camera must have been set up somewhere around here. To operate the press and the camera at the same time, it would have to be near the switch.
Exactly.
That's why the video was taken from that unnatural angle. If they were recording it like normal, they would have used a better angle.
And you know what this means, right, guys?
And if it was recorded at such an odd angle, then that proves the trick was used.
Camera angles, huh? Looks like your cosplayer experience is finally useful.
Who would not notice that that's at an angle? What are you talking about?
Well, cosplay doesn't really come up all that much in class trials.
There was a reason the camera was set up there, but also a reason for the height. When the press was stopped, you couldn't really see who was inside it, correct?
And as soon as it unpaused,
That was intentional. The body is mostly hidden by the press, making the swap easier.
The camera must have been placed at such a high position so it would produce that angle.
I wonder if they used that tripod in the hangar to adjust the camera's height.
Did they get that from the warehouse too? Jeez, that place is like a 4D pocket.
I don't think I know what that means.
You don't get to make that reference.
Okay, I definitely don't know that reference.
Then, that logic is correct, right? Kokichi used that video angle trick and switched the victim in the hydraulic press. In that case, Kaito is...
Smile, Maki. Smile, Kaido.
Before he was crushed by the press, he was swapped with a different body. So Kaito's still alive!
Well, wait just a minute.
Huh?
What? But I just summed it up so nicely.
Himiko, the different body you mentioned, what are you talking about?
The bodies from the other cases. Kokichi's the mastermind, so he... Wait, the mastermind?
Yeah, Kokichi isn't the mastermind, so I don't think he'd be able to produce a body to switch out.
What?
Well, Monokuma, do the rules allow for a body to be reused?
Very well, I'll answer that.
Please do.
You're giving in pretty easily.
Shut up.
Well, it's crucial information to make the trial fair.
Please share.
This discussion is pointless if it's not clear what the culprit was allowed to do, right?
That's right.
You're a convenient mastermind, but I guess that makes defeating you worth my time.
Shut up.
Now then, regarding the reuse of a dead body. That is impossible! All the dead bodies have already been thrown away.
Thrown away?
The other bodies are... gone? Then who did Kaito switch places with?
Ah! I'm very happy right now. I am very happy right now. Kokichi and Kaito were the only ones in the hangar at that time. If they were the only ones present during the body swapping trick, then the real victim was...